Right, hey, what's going on everybody? Jump Rope to Freedom. Welcome back to the channel. Glad you're coming back to see another video on the channel. Today's video is going to be a 1-year review of the Rich Froning SR1F rope made by Rogue, and it's mostly made for double unders and CrossFit type workouts. Before we get into the video, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and consider sharing the channel with your family and your friends. All right, let's get into it. I've had this rope for about a year, and it's a rope that Rogue made for Rich Froning. And if you don't know who Rich Froning is, he is a CrossFit athlete. I believe he won the CrossFit Games twice, so he's been dubbed the fittest man on earth twice, which is a feat. Basically means that he is a monster, that he is a beast. So this is the rope that Rogue made for him, and Rogue makes several ropes for different CrossFit athletes that I think they have some kind of affiliation with. So this is Rich Froning's jump rope. Came across this jump rope a year ago and I decided to buy it. I bought it from Amazon. I believe I paid $42 for it, but I had some credits on my Amazon credit card and that dropped the price down to around $28 or $29, I believe. You can still get this rope on Rogue's website for $27, but you are going to pay shipping and handling. And for me as a Prime member, because I had those points on my Amazon credit card, and because I'm a Prime member, I didn't have to pay for shipping. So I pretty much got the rope at the same price I would get it from on Rogue's website. Is this rope worth it? Is it worth $27.50 after a year of using it? I'll cut to the chase and I'll say, yes, it is. $27 for a double under rope that you can also use for other different types of jump rope workouts, I think is a great price. You can see that it hasn't worn down much over the year. I've used this rope about 2 times per week on average. When you have a specialized rope such as this, where it's mostly got one purpose, and that is to do double unders, you will inevitably use the rope less, especially if you are not a CrossFit athlete and you jump rope regularly and it's part of your primary jump rope routine. But yes, I think this rope is excellent. After a year of using it consistently, I would say that it's worth it, and $27.50 I think is actually on the low side. I would pay anywhere between $30, $40, $50 for this rope because of the quality and the caliber and the versatility that it brings, which I'll talk about later on in this long range review. I have a lot of favorite features about this rope, and the first feature that I love about this rope is, although it is marketed as a double under CrossFit style rope, you can do so much more with this rope here. You can jump comfortably with conventional single unders with this rope. I can obviously do double unders with this rope. I can do crossovers. I can do a lot of the basic to intermediate type tricks with this rope. It's also a good warm up and cool down rope because it is quite light. It is not heavy, and you're not going to have a heavy rope when it's specialized for double unders and CrossFit type workouts. So the first thing I like about this rope, even after a year of using it, is how versatile it is within reason. Normally when you have a double under rope, you can only get optimal use out of it by doing double unders. But with this rope, I can do other things. I can also warm up, cool down, and I can do various tricks as well as spin the rope extremely quickly. Another feature I like about this rope is the spin time. You can see that I started spinning it and it continues to go. When you have a double under rope such as this, the spin time on the handles is one of the important characteristics that you want to nail down and that you want to look for in a rope. If the rope doesn't spin, you can see it's still spinning. If it doesn't spin like this, especially if you're paying a lot for it, then you want to avoid it. You always want to put the rope through a spin test, or if you can't test it out, you want to get on YouTube or you want to get on Amazon or wherever you get your reviews from and understand how long the rope handles spin for. The spin test, I love the spin on this rope. Even a year later, it still works just as well as when I got it. Feature that I love about this rope is that it can only be adjusted from one side. Most double under and CrossFit style ropes are designed like this. And that is because if you only can shorten the rope on one side, you can only adjust the length on one side, it reduces the error of cutting the rope too short. If you had the ability to adjust the length on both sides, it would make it twice as likely to make a mistake and to cut the rope too short. And when you have a double under rope like this, the rope length is super important, because if the rope is too long, you're not going to be able to nail any double unders, and you're not going to have the optimal rope length for your performance. So what I like here is that the rope can only be adjusted on one side, and it's easy to adjust. You do need some extra tools to adjust this little screw right here, and you do need a special set of wire cutters to cut the rope. But it can only be adjusted from one side, which minimizes user error, which is extremely important when you are sizing and setting up your jump rope. The next feature I like about this rope is the handles. The handles are a little bit longer than most double under CrossFit style ropes. I like the long handles because it adds to the versatility. I can spin this rope a lot faster with these handles whenever I'm doing single unders or side swings, or doing multiple side swings in a row. The longer handles make it easier to maneuver whenever I'm doing a quasi freestyle routine, as much freestyle as I can do with this rope. I also like how the handles are thin and then they get thicker toward the end of the handle. This makes it a little bit easier to grip. You can choke up on the grip like this and it's still comfortable, or you can hold, if you are doing quick side swings, you can hold the handle down here with the thumb extended. Either way, it works. But the versatility that this rope provides because of the long handles is a feature that I love about this rope. I also like how the Rogue insignia is embossed right here, not because, and people try to throw me under the bus for this, not because it won't wear away, but because it makes a good grip for your thumb. Handles are one of my favorite features because of how they get thicker toward the end. Also because of the embossed logo here, it makes it easier to grip. It makes it easier and it adds a lot of versatility to this rope's performance. There's not much that I don't like about this jump rope. I think that the only thing that I don't like about this jump rope is something that can be applied to most jump ropes like this. That is that it requires tools that not everybody may have to size the rope. So you need two different tools to size this rope. First, you need a small Phillips head screwdriver to get into this screw right here. And not a lot of people have those types of tools in their house, so you have to go out and buy, or you're not going to be able to size this rope. For me, fortunately, I had a toolbox already, and I had a set where I had a Phillips head screwdriver that would fit into this screw here to where I could adjust it. And the second tool you need is you need wire cutters. You need some wire cutters that are going to be able to cut through the strength of this cord. And so you have to be able to cut through. Some regular scissors are not going to be able to do the trick. One trick that I used to ensure that my wire cutters, which I still use today, were the right ones in cutting through this type of material was I went to Lowe's, I took my jump rope, and the first jump rope I had that required cutting through was the crossrope bolt. So I took my crossrope bolt with me to Lowe's. There's a way with a lot of these wire cutters to where you can actually test them in the store. And so that's what I did. I had already pre-sized the bolt and I cut through some of the cord that I knew I wasn't going to need, and it worked. So that sold it for me. I picked up the wire cutters. I believe they were like $23, $25, and I still use them today. I use them to size this. I use them to size my Elite SRS Bullet Comp and all the other jump ropes that require sizing. But my biggest beef with tools is that it adds an extra step to prepare your jump rope rather than just being able to size it. But when you have a specialized jump rope like this that many would consider to be a high performance jump rope, where you're doing speed work, you're doing double unders, triple unders, and all sorts of things like that, that's the trade-off that you're going to make. The trade-off you're going to make is that you're going to have these special tools because this is a specialized rope. How could you optimize this rope even after a year of having owned it so that you can get the most out of it? There's a couple ways that I optimize this rope. The first way, obviously, is using it for double unders. When I'm doing an exercise session in my garage or in my workout area, I will normally take 50 to 100 double unders, and I'll take the time to knock out 50 to 100 double unders with this jump rope. That'll normally be after about 3 to 4 minutes of static conventional single unders, or it'll be after doing a set of 20 kettlebell swings or running up and down my driveway with weights. So I use it for high intensity workouts, especially the double unders. That's what this rope is designed for. That's what I use it for. I knock out anywhere from 50 to 100 at a time, and I try to knock them out as quickly as possible. If I do 50 double unders, I try to increase my wrist speed and decrease my jump height, which is going to be more difficult. But since I'm doing less reps, I make it more difficult, and that's more sustainable. If I'm doing any more than 100 double unders in a row, normally what I'll do is I'll increase my jump height and decrease my wrist rotation, which is going to make it easier to do more double unders in a row, and it'll make it more sustainable to do a double under endurance set. And I would classify that as any more than 100 double unders in a row, and that's for me. If you are of a different fitness caliber, maybe you can do 200 in a row speed double unders, then that would be what you would consider to be an endurance double under workout. So it's all relative. But the first way that I optimize this rope, what the rope is made for, and that is for doing double unders. It's normally 50 to 100 double unders at a time, integrated into my workout routine. I also optimize this rope by using it for warm up and cool down. This rope is very light, so after a exercise session, especially an exercise session that involves calisthenics or weights or anything where I am putting muscular stress on my body, I will use this rope for a cool down. I'm not going to use a weighted rope or even a 5mm PVC rope for cool down because it is heavier than this rope. This rope provides a lot less stress. It's much easier to turn for me. So when I'm using this for a cool down, I can relax. My breathing isn't taxed. I can think about accomplishing my workout, and I'm not under any more stress that I put myself through with the calisthenics, the weights. You can also optimize this rope by using it to perform quick maneuvers, mainly side swings. That's what I love about this rope, is for a specialized rope that is advertised as a double under CrossFit rope. You can also use it for speed, side swings. You can do all sorts of things, side swing and jump, and you can do them very quickly because of how light the rope is, and also because of how long the handles are and the way the handles are formed with the thin shaft and then the thick end of the rope. It is very easy to quickly maneuver this rope if you have already gotten and learned and mastered those skills with a 5mm cord or a heavier rope. You can do all sorts of combinations, side swing and jump. You can just do side swings, but again, because this rope is so light, you can use it for a lot of speed work. You can also use it for alternate footsteps, do some fast alternate footsteps as well. Because this rope is so light, if you've gotten the coordination and the brain muscle connection, it makes it very easy to turn this rope and do 1 to 2 minutes of speed alternate footsteps as well. Would I buy this rope again? Absolutely. And I am not affiliated with Rogue. Rogue is not paying me to say this. I have had no contact with Rogue whatsoever. I just believe that this is a fantastic rope. I've been happy with it. Even after a year of using it, I might go 1 or 2 weeks without using it. I will bring it out of my basement, take it to my workout area, knock out some double unders with it, knock out some speed work with it, and I am always amazed at how well this rope performs. It also lasts for a long time. A year is a good long time, especially if you use this rope as much as I have. And you can see it's still in great condition, where the handles still have a good spin time on them. You can see it's still spinning here. And for $27 plus shipping and handling, if you buy it from Rogue's website, I think that is a fair deal. I actually think that Rogue could probably get more money for this rope because of how valuable it is, how well it performs, and with the quality that it is made. I think that even after a year of using this jump rope, that this is a jump rope that if you are into double unders and a lighter rope that you can also use for speed work, that you can also do crossovers with, that you can also do intermediate type tricks with to a certain extent, I think that this rope would be a good match for you. I've enjoyed using this rope over the past year. I always look forward to my workouts that I incorporate the Rich Froning rope into, and it's been a blast using this rope over the past year. Given how long it's lasted up to this point, I'm looking forward to many more years of working out and doing exercise sessions with this jump rope. Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning into this video and continuing to support the channel. It means so much to me. You could spend your time in a lot of ways. There are a lot of different channels, both jump rope and general, on YouTube. So I'm genuinely thankful that you take the time that you do have and you spend it here watching this YouTube channel and learning more about all things jump rope. If you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, share the channel with your friends. If you've used this jump rope before and you want to share your experiences, I'd be glad and I'd be happy to read about your experience if you leave them in the comment section below. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, jump rope to freedom. Peace, everybody. Thanks so much for your support. Take care.